Hello and thanks for joining me, your sports pilot James Glory, on another exciting episode of Sport Vibe on DNT World, where we bring you exciting and latest sport happenings across the world of sport. Every Tuesday, as is our tradition to do so, this week won't be an exception. So I would implore you to please stay tuned, because we'll be right back shortly after this break. And welcome back to today's episode of Sport Vibe on DNT World, where we'll be starting from the world of Formula One, talking about the Austrian Grand Prix that was concluded over the weekend. The race that started with Lando Norris from the pole position, but Lando Norris couldn't just get the pole position, but went ahead to get the ultimate prize at the Austrian Grand Prix, finishing first in that race and also making it the 8th victory for the McLarens in 11 races that they have run this season already. What a dominant performance for the McLarens. I'm talking about their driver Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris respectively. These two drivers yet again were able to make podiums at the Austrian Grand Prix, finishing first and second respectively, making it the 4th time that they have been able to finish first and second respectively at the 2025 Formula One season. A dominant performance for these two drivers, putting McLaren's at the dominant side at the Constructors' Championship standing right now, as they have been able to accumulate 417 points in the world of Formula One for the Constructors' Championship standing. And also, you know that the drivers has also been able to accumulate 216 points and 201 points respectively at the Formula One this season. They have continued to show their dominance. And how far will they be going with just 14 races left in the world of Formula One this season? Will they be able to win the remaining, or we will be seeing Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc and other drivers claiming podium in the world of Formula One as the race would continue? But the Austrian Grand Prix was a sad event for the Red Bull, particularly Max Verstappen, who collided with Kim Antonelli at the beginning of the race, and that means that Max Verstappen at the Austrian Grand Prix bowed out without a point, as he could only settle for the 18th position, and the Mercedes driver, where we talk about Antonelli, could only finish 19th position. But a more interesting one for the Ferrari's driver, as we saw Charles Leclerc finishing 3rd position at the Austrian Grand Prix. It's a podium for him, and Lewis Hamilton, his teammates right now representing the Ferrari, could only finish at the 4th position, and this means that the Ferrari also had an incredible outing at the Austrian Grand Prix. A sad one for the Red Bull and Max Verstappen, but let's see how Max Verstappen will be bouncing back in the race 12 of the Formula One this season. And quickly, let's switch our attention to the world of football, where we talk about some transfer windows, as we saw that Pogba is back and will be playing on the pitch of play after his ban. He has decided to give his signature to Monaco as a free agent. Remember that Pogba has never played in a French team, as his career has always been between Manchester United and Juventus, but right now he has decided to switch side to the French side, where he will be playing football yet again. Pogba is back on the pitch of play, and let's see if he has the magics on his feet, and if he's going to be playing very well to get his call up to the French national side, where I think he will be able to perform well. I'm a fan of Pogba, and a more interesting one for other fans out there to watch Pogba play on the pitch of play. And also in the transfer window, we know that Chelsea Football Club has been able to secure the signing of PSG from Brighton and Hove Albion, the player that Newcastle are hoping that they will be able to sign. But Chelsea went into that race in less than 48 hours. They were able to secure the signature of João Pedro and is playing for Chelsea Football Club next season. Chelsea has shown to Newcastle why they are one of the biggest teams in England, as they were able to get the signature of the player that Newcastle were open to get. Remember that Newcastle were also open to get the signature of Anthony Elanga for Nottingham Forest, but Nottingham Forest rejected that bid, as Anthony Elanga will be looking forward to continue his spell in Nottingham Forest. But another interesting one in the world of football outside the transfer window is the just concluded under 21 Euros, where we saw England back their fourth under 21 Euros, defeating Germany in the finals of the competition. It was a back-to-back victory at the finals of the under 21 Euros for England team. Remember that in the year 2023 they were able to defeat Spain 1-0, and yet again in the finals of that same competition in the year 2025 they were able to defeat Germany 3-2 to win it back-to-back and win their number 4 under 21 Euros in the world of football. The only country ahead of England right now at the under 21 Euros are Spain and Italy, as they were able to win that tournament 5 times respectively, just one ahead of England as it stands right now in the world of football. You remember that we saw the Liverpool player where we talk about Evan Elliott being able to score in the quarterfinals of the competition, semi-finals and finals of the competition, and went ahead to win the player of the tournament. This and more we'll be talking about when we're back shortly from this break, so please stay tuned because we'll be right back.
JK Royal Signatures, a blend of African fabric.
Welcome back, and we're still talking football, talking about the Gold Cup that is going on right now. United States has proceeded to the semi-finals of the competition. Also, we know that they'll be facing the side that defeated Canada in the semi-finals of the competition. Mexico are in the semi-finals of the competition. Let's see how far these sides will be going, and let's see who will be making it to the finals and who will be eventually winning the Gold Cup this time around in the world of football. And also talking about football, we talk about the World Club Cup, one of the competition that is getting hit up right now and giving football lovers something to watch out for in the world of football. It was an interesting one between Inter Miami and Paris Saint-Germain. Lionel Messi back to his former side, where Paris Saint-Germain defeated Inter Miami 4-0. In fact, they scored 4 goals in the first half of that competition, and at the latter end of the competition we could see Inter Miami pulling up a fight against Paris Saint-Germain, who has already done their assignment in the first half. Paris Saint-Germain has been able to proceed to the quarterfinals of the competition, where they'll be facing Bayern Munich at the quarterfinals of the competition, after Bayern Munich also were able to defeat Flamengo 4-2, defeating the Brazilian side at the World Club Cup. Is something difficult to do. You remember that Flamengo at some point defeated Chelsea at their group stage match, but this time around the European team has been able to defeat the Brazilian team to proceed to the quarterfinals of the competition, setting up its quarterfinals between them and Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain, the UEFA Champions League winner, will they be able to defeat Bayern Munich, the Vincent Kompany side, to proceed to the semi-finals, where they could possibly be facing Real Madrid or Borussia Dortmund in the semi-finals of the competition? And also Chelsea Football Club, not just only getting signatures of players, they are also been able to proceed to the next round of the competition, where they'll be facing Palmeiras in this quarterfinals of the competition. Remember that they were also able to defeat Benfica after extra time. Chelsea Football Club were able to see off Benfica to set up a quarter-final match between them and the Brazilian side, where we talk about Ramirez, who will be winning these games between these teams and will be proceeding to the semi-finals of the competition. The World Club Cup is getting heat up right now and all interesting in the world of football, giving us something to look out for. Remember that Juventus were defeated by Manchester City at the group stage match. It was an interesting match also. And let's see, will it be Man City that will be winning the World Club Cup? Will Paris Saint-Germain be doing it yet again? But yet they have to pass through Bayern Munich to get to the finals of the World Club Cup. An interesting one also for Manchester United, as they are seeking to get the signature of Brahim Mbeumo. It's taking so long for Manchester United to get signatures of players, while Chelsea Football Club are doing it with his Liverpool Football Club has been able to sign for, and which they have also been able to secure the signature of Kekes. These teams that have been able to finish top 4 in the Premier League have secured the signings of so many players, while Manchester United is lacking at the transfer window. This is the length at which we'll be going on this week episode of Sport Vibe on DNT Work. For more news and sports stories, follow us across our various social media handles at Sport Vibe on DNT Work. Remain safe and be a law-abiding citizen. Thank you.